why we watching women's basketball. It's not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
In 2023, the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship wasn't just a battle for the title. It became the stage for one of the most electrifying rivalries in sports history. Two stars, Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese, collided in a game that didn't just crown a champion, but sparked a national debate. While Reese's now infamous "You Can't See Me" taunt grabbed headlines, the seeds of a larger story were planted that night.
That's where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas.
What followed wasn't just basketball. It was a clash of personalities, playing styles, and legacies. And by the time they met again in 2024, Caitlyn Clark had a point to prove in a matchup that left no room for doubt. She did more than win. She exposed Angel Reese's biggest weakness for the world to see. Angel Reese, affectionately known as Bayou Barbie, has quickly become one of the most talked about names in women's basketball, with her signature confidence and unmatched rebounding prowess.
But no one's tuning in to watch Angel Reese. It's just not happening.
Reese set herself apart early in her WNBA rookie season. Her historic streak of double-doubles and 20 rebound performances solidified her status as a dominant force in the league. On the other hand, Caitlyn Clark has been a generational talent in NCAA basketball, earning comparisons to Steph Curry for her ability to hit impossible shots from beyond the arc. Clark's court vision, scoring ability, and unshakable composure have made her the darling of the basketball world. Where Reese commands attention with her physicality, Clark captivates with her finesse and sheer offensive brilliance. Their contrasting styles set the stage for a rivalry unlike any other. This clash of styles and personalities reached a boiling point during the 2023 NCAA Championship. As LSU secured a dominant victory, Reese taunted Clark with the now infamous "You Can't See Me" gesture.
After the game, finishing the way she started this season, LSU has been a confident group throughout.
Following her around the court and pointing to her ring finger, a bold display that divided fans and commentators. Was it competitive fire or unsportsmanlike behavior? The moment went viral, sparking heated debates across social media and sports shows. The 2023 game crowned Reese as a champion, but left an unresolved question. How would Clark respond if given another chance? Fans didn't have to wait long to find out. The rematch, a year in the making, promised not just redemption, but a reckoning, and Caitlyn Clark was ready to deliver. As mentioned, Angel Reese built a reputation as one of the most dominant rebounders in the game, a force to be reckoned with on the court. From the moment she stepped into the WNBA, Reese made her presence felt, consistently delivering double-doubles and shattering expectations. Her breakout moment came early in her rookie season, during a showdown with the Minnesota Lynx, where she recorded 20 rebounds while adding 6 of 16 shooting. This wasn't an isolated performance. Reese's relentless work on the boards became a hallmark of her play. She achieved her third consecutive 20-rebound game shortly after, cementing her status as a rebounding phenom. Her knack for grabbing offensive and defensive boards isn't just about size or athleticism. It's a testament to her incredible basketball IQ and tenacity. Averaging 13 points and 13 rebounds per game, Reese became a cornerstone for the Chicago Sky, earning the nickname Bayou Barbie for her larger-than-life personality and ability to dominate in the paint. However, no player is without weaknesses, and Angel Reese is no exception. While her rebounding is unparalleled, her shooting efficiency has drawn criticism, with a field goal percentage of just 39.1% during her rookie season. Reese's scoring ability lags behind her rebounding dominance. In critical games, her inefficiency has been glaring. For instance, in a key matchup, she managed only 4 of 16 shooting from the field, despite her impressive rebounding numbers. These struggles have sparked conversations among basketball analysts about her need for improvement.
It's really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlyn and Angel are two great examples.
Sue Bird, a legend of the sport, addressed Reese's shooting woes on her show, A Touch More. Bird pointed out that raising her shooting percentage by just a few points could significantly elevate Reese's game, turning her from a strong contributor into an elite scorer. She's not far off because those shots are coming, Bird noted, emphasizing Reese's potential. While Angel Reese's rebounding dominance has been the highlight of her game, it was her brash confidence on the court that stole the spotlight during the 2023 NCAA Championship. As LSU secured a decisive victory over Iowa, Reese made sure the world knew who was coming out on top.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
In a moment that instantly went viral, Reese taunted Caitlyn Clark by following her around the court, mimicking the "you can't see me" gesture popularized by John Cena, and pointing to her ring finger, a declaration of impending victory. The backlash was immediate and intense. Fans, analysts, and commentators debated whether Reese's actions were a display of competitive fire or an unnecessary show of disrespect. Social media platforms erupted, with some applauding her confidence and others condemning the behavior as unsportsmanlike. Regardless of the opinion, one thing was clear: Reese had made herself the focal point of the game, overshadowing even her team's impressive performance. In stark contrast, Caitlyn Clark handled the situation with grace. When asked about Reese's taunts in the post-game interview, Clark refused to retaliate or criticize her opponent. "You know, she should never be criticized for what she did," Clark stated, showcasing her composure and earning widespread admiration for her classy response. It was a moment that further solidified her reputation as one of the sport's fiercest yet most poised competitors. Clark's performance in the game was nothing short of remarkable. She scored an astounding 30 points, carrying an Iowa team that struggled to keep pace with LSU's depth and efficiency, while Reese's teammates shot the lights out, one going 9 for 16 and another hitting 5 three-pointers. Clark received little support from her own team. No other Iowa player managed to score more than 15 points, leaving Clark to shoulder the burden alone. Despite the loss, Clark's performance stood as a testament to her individual brilliance, setting the stage for the inevitable rematch. The 2023 championship wasn't just about who won the game. It was the genesis of a rivalry that would define the following season. The stage was set for one of the most anticipated games in women's college basketball history. After a year of debates, interviews, and speculation following the 2023 NCAA championship, the rematch between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese finally arrived. The stakes couldn't have been higher as Iowa faced LSU in the 2024 Elite Eight, with a staggering 16 million viewers tuning in to witness the showdown. To put it into perspective, this game outdrew the 2023 NCAA championship and even surpassed the viewership of the WNBA finals. The basketball world was watching. Both teams approached the game with contrasting strategies. In a pre-game interview, Angel Reese revealed her plan to focus on neutralizing Clark's teammates. "We're going to really worry about those other players," Reese said confidently. Her strategy hinged on allowing Clark to score while limiting Iowa's supporting cast, a tactic that, on paper, seemed logical, but would prove disastrous. The game began, and Caitlyn Clark wasted no time asserting her dominance. Within minutes, she had scored or assisted on 15 of Iowa's first 17 points, dismantling LSU's defense with ease. Whether it was a pull-up three-pointer, a dazzling drive to the basket, or a perfectly timed assist, Clark was everywhere. LSU's coach called an early timeout, as Angel Reese and her teammates looked visibly frustrated, already trailing 9-17. Reese, known for her intensity, tried to rally her team, but the tide was turning against her. Clark's offensive explosion continued, and by the third quarter, she outscored LSU's entire team. Her ability to drain deep three-pointers and attack the basket with surgical precision left Reese scrambling to adjust defensively, a challenge she couldn't overcome. As the game wore on, it became clear that Clark's mastery on offense had exposed a critical weakness in Reese's game: her ability to adapt in high-pressure defensive scenarios.
This game, Iowa 4-point lead as we send things over.
By the end of the game, Clark had poured in 41 points, delivering a performance for the ages. For Reese and LSU, it was a humbling experience, as the gap between the two stars had never been more apparent. The rematch wasn't just about setting a score, it was about proving who indeed reigned supreme. As the game unfolded, Caitlyn Clark didn't just dominate, she made a statement. One pivotal moment came early in the third quarter. With the shot clock winding down, Clark launched a deep three-pointer from well beyond the arc, right over Reese's outreached hand. The ball swished through the net, leaving Reese visibly frustrated. Moments later, Clark blew past Reese on a drive to the basket, drawing a foul and completing a three-point play. These moments weren't just scoring plays, they were demoralizing blows that showcased the stark stark gap in their individual skill sets. Clark's statistical dominance painted an even clearer picture. Shooting with unparalleled efficiency, she notched 41 points, hitting shots from every corner on the court and making it look effortless. By contrast, Reese struggled offensively, managing only 6 of 16 shooting, while Reese continued to crash the boards and fight for second chance opportunities. Her inability to convert consistently from the field highlighted her biggest weakness: inefficiency as a scorer. The contrast between the two stars extended beyond the scoreboard. Clark's ability to adapt and exploit mismatches showcased her basketball IQ, while Reese's reliance on her team's defensive schemes left her exposed. Time and time again, Clark capitalized on LSU's defensive breakdowns, threading pinpoint passes and finding ways to score despite double teams. Reese, on the other hand, couldn't find an answer for Clark's relentless attack, underscoring a critical flaw in her game: the inability to guard versatile scorers like Clark without significant team support. As the clock wound down in the 2024 Elite Eight, the energy in the arena shifted from anticipation to resolution. Angel Reese, so often the center of attention, found herself in an unfamiliar position on the bench, having fouled out in a desperate attempt to keep LSU in the game. From the sidelines, she could only watch as Caitlyn Clark, calm and collected, orchestrated Iowa's victory with a performance for the ages. There were no taunts from Reese this time, no gestures to the crowd. Instead, there was a quietness that spoke volumes. Was it growth or the realization of defeat? Clark's response to the moment was equally telling. Despite having every opportunity to return the favor from the previous year, to taunt Reese as she had been taunted, Clark chose not to. Instead, she let her game do the talking. Her humility in the aftermath of such a dominant performance only solidified her reputation as a class act. The decision not to gloat spoke to her character, setting her apart not just as a player, but as a leader and a role model in the sport. Do you think Angel Reese can bounce back and improve her shooting to become unstoppable? Or will Caitlyn Clark continue to widen the gap? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into women's basketball.